Sup?
Please don't.
I'm Randy from Gearbox. And I'm Randy from Gearbox.
Wait, there's two of them?
And you know why we're here.
No!
Too good. I don't know if this is gonna be good, but I hope it is, and if it will, I'm gonna be very happy.
Okay, I might actually get this game. When's it coming out? Content. Hello. Borderlands 4, gameplay release day trailer. That just came out of nowhere in the state of play that was like four days ago. So we're gonna talk about it, see what we can find out, what we can break down, what we can learn, what we can't, what we know, what we don't. So I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm just gonna cut to the other segment. So, yeah, let's see what this game has in store for us. So to kick things off, we do see the sign walking up to a red chest, which very well could contain a green ML1 SMG, a legendary Vladov assault rifle,
Clean skin, by the way.
and a Jacob's pistol. We can see some ammo to the left and cash to the right. Now, that is actually not the same cache we're used to seeing in the prior Borderlands games. That is actually based on the Timekeeper / the Order, which, well, since we're not on Pandora anymore, this place, Kairos, has its own economy, so that would make sense. Then it just ends off with us picking up the legendary using a goofy little force pull animation. Pretty neat. Now, funny enough, we've actually seen this place before in the previous promotional images released on Steam and even in the first look trailer. You can actually tell by this anchor right here, and based on this shot right here, it's the exact same. It's the exact same scenery, exact same background, exact same anchor as in what you would use to grapple onto. So, pretty neat connection there. And also, where are the tattoos? That's we'll get back on that. Also, please, for the love of God, make legendaries actually rare! And in the next shot, we see the assassin shooting, which seems to be an energy-based weapon, which honestly could be the same gun type we saw in the first look trailer, shot by the ex-Maliwan soldier.
I think.
I mean, both seem to be shooting these energy-based projectiles with electricity coming out of them, so it's possible they share the same manufacturer. I mean, who knows? I mean, people are saying this is Hyperion. I don't see it. So my money is on that this is actually the new Bandit manufacturer for the game, because each game has basically done a rehash of Bandit in a way. 2 had Bandit, 3 had COV, pre-sequel had Scav, you get the gist of it. And also I'm very glad to see that they're actually stepping up the gore this time around, because the BL1 gore is so satisfying and yet so dumb that I love it. And I do feel like the game should be going in a more goofy / silly way of doing things with the gore. So yeah, keep that up, Gearbox, you're doing good. We do actually see this same location later on in the trailer, so keep your eyes out for this tree. We see our supposed ex-Maliwan gunner throwing out a grenade at this crocodile-looking dude, rocking a Maliwan shotgun from the looks of it. Now, funny enough, that grenade is actually using the same hexagonal trail we see be associated with the Order, because we do see flashing in the trailer, we see them shoot projectiles that have the same hexagonal trail to them, so it's possible we might see the Order get its own gun manufacturer or even grenades, but it's all just speculation and could honestly just end up not being true. And also this place again, we've also seen this from the first look trailer, so yeah, a grappling spot right here. And I also barely just spotted this, I was gonna leave this out, but in the upper right corner, we do see that flying drone that is hovering above the stage with that red beam. All I can really say is maybe if you get caught by it, it just summons some reinforcements or it's like an instant kill zone. I really don't know. Other than that, not much going on here.
Green.
Next up, we see our Berserker class lighting a shooting with a Maliwan SMG from the looks of it, based on this spinning cylinder right here. With these little glowy things showing up in the HUD, I don't know what that's about. I'm clueless. Maybe it's some kind of stat buff. Who knows? Whoa!
Rewind.
Now, there's been a lot of talk about how this is like the new source for Iridium for the game, which did slightly get hinted at by Randy himself, calling it oronite. He didn't say it was like a replacement for Iridium necessarily, but let's be honest, it very well could be. I mean, others say it's a pickup for armor, since for what we've seen, killing most enemies in the game drops oronite, you know, the orange glow. But I guess only time will tell, can't really nail anything down just yet. Then the Vault Hunter proceeds to activate one of his action skills, throwing one of his dual element battle axes. Next, we see the assassin Vault Hunter shooting a gun. Oh, Teeter chucks. Nice. Activating one of his second skills, which honestly, I don't really know what's going on here.
Like, literally, what is this visual pollution? Gearbox, please fix this.
We can actually tell it's the Vault Hunter based on the heads-up display of the visor, which we got a brief look at the previous trailer. Oh, and they also dropped some of that Ordinite stuff, which wasn't an auto pickup, by the way, because we see it later on the ground. You know, just something thought I'd, put out there. Next, we see the Siren using one of her abilities to tear this guy a new one, and one-shot these two other guys with a lot of AR. It could also be a doll, you know, based on the skin of it. It has a spinny barrel, so Vladov is known for its spinny barrels, so my brain goes, oh, Vladov. Not much else going on here. But man, does this game look gorgeous, and seeing that vibrant red blood really just makes my brain happy. So yeah, good on you, Gearbox. Good stuff, man. Also, one of the enemies dropped this white rarity item. I don't really know what it is. Could be an artifact, could be a class mod. No clue. No clue. After that, we see the Berserker class charging up a rocket-powered punch, which very well could be one of his many action skills. So yeah, pretty cool. We're getting multiple action skills back again, so that's pretty neat. We also see a melee-on rifle of some kind, and a drone firing.
Cryo.
Bullets. Not many have noticed this, but this happens to be this area right here. You know, in the first look trailer. Yeah, pretty cool. Psycho walks up and gets absolutely obliterated by a Jacob's revolver. Not much else to comment on here. Oh, and hey, Mantling's back.
Love that yellow paint.
After that, we see the Accessible Hunter chucking 2 TDRs for the price of 1. Could this be unique? It could also just be a skill the Hunter has to allow him to duplicate projectiles, which would be pretty cool to see. Okay, finally, something interesting to talk about. Now hear me out. What we're looking at here could very well be Elpis. First off, we see what appears to be geysers in the ground, just like in the pre-sequel. We can also see the doll logo here on the wall, not to mention the texturing of the ground. Now, they did mention in the articles that we would be crash landing into Kairos. Now, I don't know if they meant that literally, but if they did, that would be a pretty cool way to start the game.
Oh, and yeah, suicide psychos are back, by the way, so that's pretty cool.
Following that, we see our Maliwan gunner falling off the ledge, reloading a stagecoach from the looks of it. Then she dies. Nah, just kidding, you can swim now!
Finally.
We see the Berserker class diving out of the water, firing a Maliwan SMG, once again dropping that sweet oronite. Okay, now this is pretty cool. You can actually keep your momentum as you're grappling, allowing you to keep your velocity when you're double jumping. Now that's pretty slick. I'm glad to see that Borderlands 4 is leaning more into its movement this time around. I've always felt like this is what the franchise was missing, and I'm glad to see it finally be implemented. And that's not even mentioning all the dashing that could be utilized alongside all that. Also, remember that tree I told you about? Yeah, that one. So yeah, it's the same place if you didn't get the bit. And after that, we see our ex-Maliwan Hunter using one of her action skills, which does bear a slight similarity to that of Maliwan tech. Then we see her to destruct a Death Sphere from the looks of it. I don't really know what this is, but it kind of looks like a Death Sphere from Borderlands 3. Who knows? We also see those same flying drones in the background patrolling the area. Don't know what the deal is, but And here's some currency. Also, the visual pollution here is crazy. Can they please tune it down a little bit? Cruising on through, we see our Valhunter strolling by the neon city streets of Kairos, killing some orderly fellows. In the next 2 shots, we see our Valhunters using some Torque weapons, which you can tell by their signatures here and here. Here we see some purple something dropping. I don't know what that is. And on the second clip, we got a closer look at our new primary opposition, known as the Order. And also, this place does seem to be taking place in this promotional image right here. Could be wrong, but they're pretty similar. Here we see a look at one of the main bosses for the game. Not much going on here besides that. And I gotta say, they've nailed the cinematography here. Like, it is spot on. I am all for this. After that, we see another look at the Siren's abilities. And she seems to be summoning this astral projection of herself with a scythe. Don't know what that's about. I mean, funny enough, that version of her does in fact have the Siren tattooing. So, what is up with that? Like, why doesn't she have the tattoos? Why does this projection of herself have it? Who knows, but oh well. Following that, we see the Siren tossing a throwing knife at an enemy, rocking a double spinny gun. Closing things off, we see the Psycho running towards the camera, revealing the tagline for the game, with some tiny flashes of the Timekeeper and the Vault. What is Pro doing? But yeah, that's gonna end off this video. I hope you stuck for the whole thing. If you did, it's amazing. I hope we can reach like 1,000 subs before the game releases, so that would be pretty cool. Drop a like and a sub on the way out. You all are amazing, and I'll see you on the next one. Borderlands 4 is looking peak. I'm pretty excited for it. So yeah, I'll see you on the next one. Peace.